The men's 200 meters at the Racers Grand Prix turned into one of the most anticipated sprint battles of the season, bringing together experienced international finalists, national champions, and one athlete determined to remind the world why he remains the center of attention in the half-lap sprint. With Jamaica's passionate crowd creating an intense atmosphere in Kingston, the stage was perfectly set for a race filled with pressure, expectations, and major championship implications. In this analysis, we break down every important detail behind Noah Lyles' performance against a dangerous field featuring Jarnell Hughes, Rashid Dwyer, Brendon Rodney, Alonzo Edward, and several other experienced sprinters capable of producing explosive performances. From the opening reaction out of the blocks to the aggressive battle through the curve, this race quickly became more than just a test of raw speed. Positioning, relaxation under pressure, stride efficiency, and speed endurance all played a critical role in determining who could survive the final stretch.
Still going 14 years later.
And in lane 1, Adrian Carr representing Motorcade Track Club.
One Class 3 200 for Kingston College, runs for the Motorcade Track Club. His coach, a former KC athlete, and here has made progress this season, but missed champs because of injury.
Final event of the 5th staging of the Racers Grand Prix here at the National Stadium. Adrian Carr in 1, Alonzo Edward in 2, Eric Harrison Jr. in 3, Rashid Dwyer in 4. There's Rashid. Brendon Rodney in 5, Jarnell Hughes in 6, Noah Lyles is in 7, and Ian Carr is in 8. That's Noah Lyles on your screen. And here once again is the outstanding Spencer Darlington.
So the final event on the program, the men's 200 meters, all eyes on Noah Lyles, the reigning world champion, running out of lane 7. Set, off they go. Very, very good start by Lyles. Rashid Dwyer is there as well. Noah Lyles, fabulous transition into the straightaway. He looks good. Jarnell Hughes is running a big race as well. But Noah Lyles steps on the accelerator. The two-time world champion is imperious, unstoppable, and unbeatable here. 19.68. Wow, that is a stunning performance. 1968, new world leading. What a way to lay down the gauntlet.
1967.
1967 by the two-time world champion Noah Lyles. He came here to deliver, and he has delivered the goods in no uncertain terms with a stunning performance. 1967. What a way to bring the curtain down on the 5th staging of this meet. Hughes in 2nd. That's Jarnell Hughes taking 2nd. Excellent run by him as well. And Rashid Dwyer back in 3rd. 2014 and 2095 for Hughes and Dwyer respectively.
Impressive is the world champion. You can see why he's won that gold medal 2 times and an Olympic bronze as well. Puts on a real show for the fans who stayed through the rain and the delays and came back and watched brilliant sprinting by him. Got the lane draw he wanted, wide to the outside, curve not quite as sharp, and came off the turn flying. Hughes putting a punch down the stretch, but the world champion, too much for everybody tonight at 19.67. Second look, there he is, just one in from the inside, goes past Carr, the Bahamian on the outside lane in a flash, and pulls Hughes with him through the curve. Then he turns into the straightaway. Seems to crouch down a little bit, but then when he gets sight of Hughes in the peripheral wing mirror, hits top gear and blows away to win in 19.67. Nice way to end the meet. Here's the isolation shot. Deep concentration, gets past Carr on the outside, keeps on going around the curve, straightens up now, tries to stay tall, and runs away from Hughes and everybody else in the 200 final. That's 1967. That's the fastest time at 200 in the entire world in 2023. Hughes, right inside to your picture, tall and strong, but Noah Lyles not to be...
Noah Lyles once again demonstrated why he remains the most dangerous 200-meter runner in the world, producing a commanding performance at the Racers Grand Prix in Kingston and completely dismantling a field packed with experienced international sprinters. His winning time of 19.67 seconds was not simply another fast mark on paper. It was a race that revealed technical superiority, rhythm control, and the ability to maintain maximum velocity longer than anyone else in the field. Against Jamaica's strongest challengers and Canada's experienced relay specialist Brendon Rodney, Lyles looked untouchable from the opening meters to the finish line. The atmosphere before the race already carried major significance. Competing in Kingston always brings additional pressure because Jamaican crowds expect sprint dominance, especially in events historically associated with legends like Usain Bolt and Johan Blake. Yet from the moment the athletes settled into their blocks, Lyles appeared completely relaxed. His body language reflected confidence, and once the gun fired, that confidence immediately translated into execution. The first phase of the race was critical because several athletes in the lineup traditionally rely on aggressive starts to compensate for weaker top-end speed. Jarnell Hughes, for example, is known for attacking the curve aggressively and trying to remain close enough entering the straight to use his late acceleration. Rashid Dwyer often relies on powerful early mechanics as well, particularly when racing in front of Jamaican fans. But Lyles neutralized all of those potential advantages within seconds. His reaction time was exceptionally clean, allowing him to establish momentum immediately without wasting motion during his drive phase. What stood out most was how efficiently he handled the bend. Many sprinters lose balance or tighten their shoulders while navigating the curve at maximum intensity. Lyles did the opposite. His posture remained relaxed, his stride frequency stayed controlled, and his foot placement looked incredibly stable. That technical smoothness allowed him to preserve energy while still separating from the field. By the midpoint of the race, the gap was already visible. Hughes attempted to remain connected on the outside, but Lyles was carrying far more speed entering the straight. This is where the race effectively ended. Once upright, Lyles shifted into another gear that none of the others could match. His transition from curve running into top-speed mechanics was almost seamless. There was no visible deceleration, no tightening, and no panic. Instead, he continued increasing turnover while everyone around him began fighting fatigue. One of the defining characteristics of elite 200-meter runners is the ability to resist deceleration during the final 60 meters. Nearly every sprinter slows down at the end of a race, but the best athletes minimize that slowdown better than everyone else. Lyles has mastered this phase of sprinting. While Hughes was visibly straining and Dwyer began losing efficiency late in the race, Lyles still looked composed. His arm action remained compact, his knees continued driving aggressively, and his cadence barely dropped. That difference in speed endurance is what separates him from most of the global field. Many athletes can produce explosive opening sections. Some can even match Lyles through the curve for a brief period. But sustaining elite velocity deep into the home straight is an entirely different challenge. Lyles consistently proves that he can maintain world-class mechanics under fatigue better than almost anyone in modern sprinting. Jarnell Hughes finished second in 20.14, a respectable mark considering the level of competition, but the margin told the real story. A gap of nearly half a second in an elite 200-meter race is massive. It highlighted not only Lyles' superior physical condition, but also the precision of his race model. Hughes fought hard over the closing meters and showed his usual competitiveness, yet he never truly threatened the American star. Rashid Dwyer's third-place finish in 20.95 reflected determination more than dominance. Racing at home brought additional expectations, and while he managed to secure a podium position, the performance also exposed the current difference between national-level contenders and genuine world championship favorites. Brendon Rodney and Alonzo Edward both entered the race with valuable international experience, but neither possessed the raw acceleration maintenance required to stay in contention once Lyles attacked the straight.